Minecraft. Minecraft. Yes. Minecraft. A game with no tutorial, no guides, no tips, and absolutely no sense of direction. Let's suppose we have a brand new player. After spending all of his birthday money on this game, he looks around and thinks, why is it $30? After a ridiculously long loading screen, he looks around the world and thinks, hey, this game doesn't look that bad. That's where his compliments of the game end, because he has no idea what he's doing, because there's no tutorials in this game to help him. And then his game crashed! After waiting another 30 minutes for the loading screen, he looks around and says, why does this game look so bad now? After a lot of sitting around and doing nothing, he finds a new block. Sand. This block is completely useless like dirt, but he's just excited to find some new content. After a lot of looking, he finds the perfect spot to build his house. And then he starts drowning because he has no idea how to swim. But then he remembers how to jump, so he thinks he just has to spam the jump button to stay above the water. But little did he know he can just hold the button. But this isn't explained to him, so how's he supposed to know? After getting some resources, he decides to start building his masterpiece of a house. But when he gets to the roof, he figures something out. Gravity exists. He stares at it, thinking, why? But then he figures out it doesn't exist. But yet it does. He is very confused and thinks this is a glitch, and then he falls into his house and gets even more mad. After finishing his masterpiece, he finds some new blocks. He finds gravel. And then he finds his first tree and tries to get the wood. This is a huge achievement for him and every single Minecrafter, because he has just accidentally stumbled upon the beginning steps of this game. And then he figures out how to open his inventory. He attempts to craft something, but figures out he can't. But then he decides he wants to craft the most important thing of this game. Sandstone. He places it down, thinks it looks okay, and then he tries to pick it back up, thinking it'll look good on his house. It does not drop, and he is mad. Very, 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 very mad. He decides to craft oak planks, the most important thing of this game. And then he crafts the most important thing of this game, a crafting table. Then he starts to make stuff. Just kidding, he goes outside, and then he decides to make stuff. And then he makes a shovel. Wait, what? Why? 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 He decides to test out his new tool and figures out it does mine sand faster. He figures out it also mines dirt faster. But then, oh no, he runs into his first mob, and this is how the rest of the night went. After a while, he just gave up and closed himself in his house. It's daytime and he's safe again. I'm kidding, of course. After way too much time, he finally gets his stuff back from that creeper explosion. He is extremely mad now, extremely annoyed now, and questioning why he bought this game in the first place. He finally decides to get some more wood. This will really help him. Or, that's what he thinks. But little does he know, this game has absolutely no mercy. He finally decides he wants to craft a door. And he does that. Well, he crafts a fence gate, but I mean, it does the same thing at least. He decides he wants to craft some trapdoors so he can make a secret entrance so he doesn't get absolutely destroyed again. Finally, he finishes his good old escape route. He is now ready to try out his escape route, but then the unthinkable happens. The unpredictable happens. His game crashes! After taking a while for the game to load, he looks around his world to make sure nothing has reset. He sees that his escape route is still there, and he decides he's finally going to test it. He runs through, and oh no, there's a creeper there, and all his progress is completely lost. After getting all his stuff back yet again, he takes a look outside, figuring out it's night too. But then he sees the scary thing that was really powerful and killed him last time. He rushes into his house. But after a while, he figures out that it's not coming. He looks outside again and sees it. And then it gets unstuck and chases him. He hides, but he forgets to close the door. He gets attacked, and then he tries to go through his secret escape tunnel. But it doesn't work! But then he has a very good idea. He looks up a Minecraft tutorial on YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome to Minecraft Tips and Tricks for Beginners in Minecraft. Hip 1, you can name a mob dinner bone to make it turned upside down. Tip 2, you can oh come on, you ruined my 2. You can just oh come on. Tip 2, you can drink water in Minecraft. Yeah. No! Tip 3, you can name a Vindicator Johnny to make it kill Give me a second. Tip 3, you can name a Vindicator Johnny to make it kill everything it sees. Oh, yeah, that's a... Tip 4, armor can protect you from most attackers, and it is very strong and resilient. This makes you completely Okay, tutorial over. I need to go throw my controller out the window. And with that, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the notifications bell. Wait, what? No, like the subscribe button. Oh, come on!
He decides to give up on the tutorials and figure out how to play this game himself. This does not go too well. But after a while, he really does get the hang of this game. He goes from this to this in a matter of hours. Finally, he starts to build a nether portal to go to the new dimension. Of course, there's no way to find out how to do this on his own, so he looks it up on Google. It only took him 3 hours. He's surprised that it actually works. He jumps in. But then his game freezes, and this happens. He dies to lag. Just to be clear, I don't hate Minecraft. I just think it needs a tutorial.